Hello all, welcome to another edition of Food Sack. I'm in Darra, where I'm on the hunt for the best banh mi. Now, this idea was actually suggested to me from a subscriber, thank you, Thudai, who suggested that I go down to Darra and check out the Darra snack bar and Darra takeaway to see which one has the better banh mi. Now, I'm not really familiar with this place, and when I got here, I did discover that there is another banh mi place right next to it called Banh Pork Roll, which also sells banh mi. So I'm really curious. If you don't know a lot about Darra, it has a huge Vietnamese community. Darra and neighboring Inala are like little Saigon of Brisbane, basically. If you want Vietnamese food, then this is the place to come to. Fun fact, they did film some scenes from Boy Swallows Universe in Darra. The Vietnamese restaurant is actually just around the corner from these banh mi places. So, is the banh mi any good? I'm sure it is, but which one is the best? Only one way to find out. Let's check them out.
Những ân tình em đong bằng nước mắt, khóc cho đầy hai chữ tình yêu, vẫn hương nồng anh xem tựa tấm áo, đã hát hay màu ân ái từ lâu.
Alrighty, I am back from Railway Parade with my 3 banh mi, getting ready to put these head to head. Now, I was worried that these would be too similar, but they do actually look quite different. Just for reference, each one was $8, and I did get the crispy pork for all of them with chili, of course. So all those things are the same, but you know, everything else might be a bit different. They do look interesting. Now, I will get them in order in which I received them, just to be fair. So I will start off with the Banh pork roll. Let's have a go. That is very tasty, very generous chunks of pork. I will say though, the pork is perhaps not as tender as I would have liked. There's good flavors there, good sort of creamy, sort of pate sort of flavor. The bread is a little bit staler than I would normally like, but there's the guts of it in case you're interested. Whoa, looking pretty good. Hard to be disappointed with that. Yeah, that pork does have a good flavor. That is very nice. Anyway, let's get on to number 2, the Darra snack bar banh mi. I will just show you the guts of this one as well. Just trying to keep that on there. That looks pretty good. Let's have a go. Well, fairly dry and stale bun, which is unfortunate. I'm sure you're hearing how crispy that pork crackle is. That is quite good. The bun though, a little bit of a letdown. Yeah, just a little bit too stale. I think it is time for a palate refresher. So I did get this can of Sting from a nearby convenience store. I have no idea what it is, but it is from Vietnam, and I believe it does have strawberries in it. Also, I do want to point out, look at that interesting lid. Like, it doesn't have a little hole in the bit where you normally have a hole. Anyway, is this any good? Wow, I think it's an energy drink. Yeah, that does taste, actually, that doesn't really taste like strawberry. It just has that vague red sort of taste, kind of a raspberry. It would not be out of place in the V lineup. Anyway, let's get on to the third one. This is the Darra takeaway. Again, there's the guts. Big chunk of crispy pork there. Damn, whoa. Whoa, that is crispy, but not crunchy. Anyway, how's this one? Wow. Okay, the Banh pork roll. That was a good pork roll. I'd be happy with that for $8. The Darra snack bar pork roll, again, perfectly acceptable. Great for $8. If I had that for lunch at my local bakery, that would be fine. That would be, actually, that would be great value. But this pork roll from the Darra takeaway, this is amazing. This is the best pork roll I think I've ever had. Just every element is perfect. We have the flaky, crispy outside of the bun. The bun is really good, and the pork in the middle is really, really gooey. They've got the other flavors in there with the pate and the mayonnaise, but the pork by itself is quite good. You know, I tried the pork just, you know, like the perfect, like it's not dry at all. It's not quite juicy, but it is really soft, tender, really Really beautifully done. And then it's got the crispy pork crackling, you know, in it as well. And as I said, it's crispy, but it's not like hard and crunchy. This is really done well. I mean, look at that bun and compare it to this one. A little bit stale. Just going back to the bun one for another comparison. Yeah, it's got like a bolder mayonnaise. It's got some sort of sauce in there. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's quite good, but yeah, just hands down, the Darra takeaway, I think, yeah, knocks it out of the park. In any other situation, the Darra takeaway and the bun pork roll, perfectly acceptable. Fine banh mi's, nothing wrong with them at all, very satisfying. But yeah, I'm just amazed at how much better and how good the Darra takeaway banh mi is. This is, yeah. There's no wonder there was like a lineup. It's a public holiday, you know, most people are at home, but there were people outside waiting for this. And who can blame them? Who can blame them? Just the pork and bun and maybe some mayonnaise, that would be enough. I'm completely sold on it with that. Add in the veggies, the coriander, cucumber, carrot for the crunch. It just takes it to an additional other level. They did have a pork roll with gravy bun there, which, yeah, that's what I would try if I come out this way again. Because, yeah, this bun is the bun just by itself. I think I would enjoy eating the bun just by itself with a little bit of butter. I don't know where they get the bun from or if they make it themselves, but it is superlative. Excellent job. Now, as a special bonus thing, when I was walking along in Railway Parade, I did notice there was a shop there that had an egg coffee, a Vietnamese egg coffee. I've heard of it before. I don't really know what it is. So let's check that out. Alrighty, I'm back with my egg coffee. I don't really know what's in this, but I watched her make it. It does involve condensed milk and a blender, so you know it has to be pretty good. Anyway, let's just take a look at what it looks like. Okay, that's interesting. It has a very interesting viscosity there. Interesting. But what does it taste like? Let's have a go. Cheers. Wow. That is very thick, quite sweet. That is very close to drinking a pudding, like an egg pudding. That's quite nice though. That's really quite good. Interesting. The two liquids do separate. It's got this thick layer of basically like custard pudding sort of thing on top. Yeah, that's it, custard. It tastes a lot like custard. It's got this thick layer of warm custard on top, and then this other layer of you know, normal warm coffee down the bottom. It's strange how they're really separate, and they separate once it hits your mouth. So the top part is the egg custard, the bottom part is the black coffee. And even the egg custard is a different temperature to the coffee. That's really quite an interesting drink. I do like it. It reminds me of an affogato. This is half dessert, half coffee. Yeah, that is definitely recommended. That is definitely interesting. I would assume maybe not for everyone. There might be some coffee aficionados who are just not into this, but yeah, I quite enjoy it. So there we go. If you are in Darra or near Darra, you want to make a day trip out to Darra, then it is the place for some Vietnamese tucker. Get stuck into it. Like I said, Darra takeaway, for me, the best banh mi, but the other two, still quite good. And there was also even a fourth place that did banh mi, but they're a little bit further down the road. And yeah, this place that does the hot egg coffee, pretty good. Pretty good. Doesn't appear to be any eggs in it, but very nice nonetheless. So I'll enjoy the rest of this. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Many thanks for watching. Cheers. Yeah, that is really strange, but quite good. Like the custard bit is really airy as well, has a lot of bubbles in it, and the coffee just seems to be like just straight coffee. Yum.